Hours after inauguration of the Jewar airport, politics has broken out with Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav criticizing the BJP. He said that BJP sold the airport in Lucknow and is now building an airport at Jewar near Delhi. Who will trust the Bharatiya Janata Party? He went on to say that when all the airports are in loss, then why are new airports being built? So after Purvanchal Expressway, Samajwadi Party is criticizing the Jewar airport as well. Every project that the BJP showcases as one more feather in their Vikas cap is being criticized by the principal challenger, the Samajwadi Party. Pranshu Mishra is with me live on the broadcast. Pranshu, the criticism here is of the construction of the airport itself?
Well, yes, that's right. That's what Akhilesh intends to say. In fact, Akhilesh is rather raising a lot of questions and is being satirical in the sense that it is just the foundation stone that has been laid, and it's not the operation which has actually started. And then he goes on to say that how airlines are not making profit and how airports are not making profit, and therefore, in a way, he's trying to raise question mark on this entire thing and trying to portray the entire big event of today's as nothing else but a move for electoral, gains as far as the assembly elections are concerned. So it is on the expected lines. And earlier in the day, Akhilesh tweeted by trying to create aspirational divide by saying that why not this airport was sanctioned in Firozabad, something which Akhilesh government has wanted way back in 2014-15 period, and why it has been sanctioned in Jewar. So in that sense, the criticism has been made. But if you talk about the larger political mood, this criticism or this political pitch stands nowhere as compared to what we saw in the Purvanchal Expressway case, where Akhilesh Yadav was really very aggressive in his political posturing. In this case, there is an opposition, but it is more of a symbolical in nature rather than being an aggressive one.
Right, but the Bharatiya Janata Party is bound to hit back. How can you criticize any project which is development oriented? That could be the criticism from the BJP.
Well, I said that's right. They will hit back, and in fact, there was also a taunt made by the Chief Minister himself from the stage there in Jewar, and he clearly said that all those forces who are the Jinnawadi forces, according to Chief Minister, are the ones who have always opposed the development in this state. And the other fact which will always say that, and the Prime Minister also, made a strong point there, saying that how previous governments, they were either focusing on just one family's development or on a particular region's development, and were not, far-sighted in their vision. So his attack was also against the Akhilesh government primarily, that how that government was narrow, quite narrowly focused as far as the approach towards development and Vikas was concerned. So in that sense, I think the BJP's other leadership, the second-rung leadership, is clearly going to take forward that attack which was also made by Prime Minister and the UP Chief Minister earlier in the day today.
And Pranshu, would you also say that the politics that we are seeing around Jewar Airport is in a way a battle for the seats in Western Uttar Pradesh? When the farm law bills have been repealed, the cabinet has taken that decision. Bharatiya Janata Party trying to undo what it was perceived as a damage in that belt, perhaps a gain that Samajwadi Party was expecting, now slipping out of their hand?
Well, I think, for BJP, the farm laws issues is an entirely different thing, and the Jewar International Airport is a different thing. On farm laws issues, I think the strongest speech has been made by Prime Minister himself when he came forward, in the front of the nation and announced the repeal of farm laws, and now even the Union Cabinet has in principle sanctioned that move. So I think on that level, the party is fighting on a different level, trying to convince the farmers. As far as the Jewar International Airport is concerned, it is more about the aspirational story, what all sections, all class of people, talk about the farmers or the non-farming communities. Everyone who is the part of that Western Uttar Pradesh diaspora will clearly be elated by the fact that such a big international airport is coming in their vicinity, and how it is going to transform their life in years to come. So I think in that sense, Jewar International Airport is a big push as far as the West UP's growth story is concerned.
Just give me a moment, Pranshu, because I am being joined by Anila Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Also, Anurag Bhadoria is here with me to give us the Samajwadi Party perspective. Anila Singh, first reaction, Akhilesh Yadav questioning the Jewar Airport project itself, saying you have sold off Lucknow, why are you then building new airports?
It is simply, I can say it is a mental bankruptcy, nothing more than that. Doesn't what governance is? Like none of the airport has been sold off. You give it for the maintenance, for running, and then in return you give the best of the facilities to the people, and you get the revenue as well. If they can't understand this simple arithmetic, then they do not have any right to contest and form government. So in today's date, we know it very well that many airports are doing fantastic, and today is the proud day for our country, and especially of people living in Uttar Pradesh, that too from Western Uttar Pradesh. So whatever Mr. Yadav is saying, it is out of frustration because he knows that he failed as a chief minister and he doesn't have any chance to come back. So this government, Bharatiya Janata Party's government, under the leadership of Yogi Adityanath ji, is doing fantastic work of development. Yes, we are going ahead and we are going to win again, and that is written on the wall, and Mr. Yadav can read it very well. So this is nothing more than frustration.
Anurag Bhadoria, is this Samajwadi Party's frustration, as BJP is alleging? Why bring in politics in a development project? Ultimately, people are going to benefit.
वही तो मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी से पूछना चाहता हूँ, आप क्यों सारे एयरपोर्ट बेचे दे रहे हो भैया? आप तो सारे एयरपोर्ट बेचने में लगे हो, एयरलाइंस बेचने में लगे हो, आप यहाँ रेलवे आपने बेच दी। जब एयरपोर्ट आपको बेचना ही तो क्यों बना रहे हो भाई? सरकार के पैसे से बनाओगे, उसके बाद बेच दोगे फिर किसी और को, तो क्यों भाई? ये सरकार का पैसा, किसानों की जमीन आप सस्ते में लेते हो, उसके बाद उसको बनाने के बाद आप अपने चाहते लोगों को बेच दोगे आप। तो
नहीं भदौरिया जी, क्या समाजवादी पार्टी का ये लॉजिक है कि डेवलपमेंट और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट्स में सरकार को इन्वेस्ट करना ही नहीं चाहिए, एयरपोर्ट बनाना ही नहीं चाहिए?
नहीं, सरकार इन्वेस्ट करेगी तो सरकार बेचने के लिए थोड़ी है फिर। क्या आप सरकार के पैसा इन्वेस्ट होगा, उसके बाद आप उसको प्राइवेट पार्टी को बेच दोगे? ये आपकी मानसिकता है। आपने लखनऊ एयरपोर्ट बेच दिया, क्यों बेच दिया भाई लखनऊ एयरपोर्ट? मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ कि ऐसी क्या आवश्यकता थी जो आपने लखनऊ एयरपोर्ट बेच दिया? अभी पूरे लखनऊ एयरपोर्ट अथॉरिटी चलाती है। जिसको बेचा उसका क्या है, उसमें स्टेक है, अभी जरा बता दीजिए मुझे। जिस तरह का आप एयरपोर्ट और एयरलाइंस बेचने में लगे हो, आपको जब बेचना ही है तो आप प्राइवेट पार्टी से बनवा लीजिए ना, क्यों आप बेचने में लगे हो?
नहीं, बट आज के दिन अनुराग भदौरिया जी, जो अनिला सिंह भी कह रही हैं कि आज के दिन जब फाउंडेशन स्टोन लेकर किया गया है गौतम बुद्ध नगर के लोगों के लिए, आगरा, फिरोजाबाद, शायद दिल्ली एनसीआर के लोगों के लिए भी बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी हो सकती है अगर एक इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट उनके विसिनिटी में आता है। तो क्या आज के दिन भी पॉलिटिक्स बीच में लाना जरूरी है रादर देन वेलकम दिस बिग प्रोजेक्ट?
पॉलिटिक्स अगर कोई करता है देश के साथ तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी करती है। किसानों को रोन दिया, ये पॉलिटिक्स नहीं तो क्या है? 700 किसानों की मौतें हो गई, ये पॉलिटिक्स नहीं तो क्या है? परिवार बर्बाद हो गए, उसके बारे में नहीं भारतीय जनता पार्टी एक बार भी नहीं बोलती। क्या 700 परिवार कम होते हैं क्या? और जिससे कोविड में लोगों की मौतें हुई और कह दिया कि एक व्यक्ति की भी मौत नहीं हुई यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन की कमी से, तो पॉलिटिक्स कौन करा देश के साथ? यहाँ पे अर्थव्यवस्था देश की टूट गई, चाइना हमारे अंदर घुस जाता है, आप बोलते नहीं हो कुछ भी। मतलब देश के साथ राजनीति कर कौन रहा है? और एयरपोर्ट आप बेचते चले जा रहे हो लगातार, हर चीज आपने बेच दी। क्या आपने नहीं बेचा? जब आप आए थे कहते थे मैं देश नहीं बिकने दूंगा, और बेच दिया आपने सारे। यहाँ पे मैक्सिमम गवर्नमेंट की यूनिट्स आप बेचते चले जा रहे हो, तो क्यों बेचते हो आप? मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ।
All right, Anurag Bhadoria, thank you so much. Also to Anila Singh, who joined us on behalf of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Let's listen into exactly what Akhilesh Yadav said when he criticized the Jewar Airport Foundation stone laying ceremony of today. We'll just play out that soundbite for you once again, but just to give you a sense of what Akhilesh Yadav said, he questioned that when you are going to sell off the airport, alluding that the Lucknow airport has been sold off, and he went on to say that when all airports are making losses, then why is it that you are building a new airport? And that is his question on Jewar. This comes on a day when Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for the Noida International Airport. Let's play out that bite for you.
ये कैसे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग हैं? एक तरफ तो हवाई अड्डा बेच रहे हैं, दूसरी तरफ हवाई अड्डा बना रहे हैं। बताओ आप इनकी बातों पे भरोसा करोगे कि नहीं करोगे? कौन भरोसा करेगा इन पर? और ये हवाई अड्डा किस लिए बन रहा, उसका गणित मुझे समझ में नहीं आता। हवाई जहाज भी बेच दिए, हवाई जहाज जहां खड़े होते हैं वो एयरपोर्ट भी बेच दिया, और जो हवाई जहाज के गणित समझेगा वो सोचेगा क्या गणित है हवाई जहाज का। जितने भी एयरपोर्ट बने हैं सब घाटे में हैं। दिल्ली का एयरपोर्ट कई हजार करोड़ में घाटे में है।
Now, like I said, that criticism comes on a day when Prime Minister laid the foundation stone for the Noida International Airport. Lauding the Yogi-led Uttar Pradesh government, Prime Minister Modi said that this international airport will bring Jewar on the global map.